What's going on, guys? This is Mike with Michael Anthony Photography. Thank you for checking out my article in this month's Shutter magazine. This month we were talking about choosing portable light modifiers to use on your shoots with your clients on location. The key word here, guys, is portable, because as much as I would like to take a 7-foot Octabox out on location to do our client shoots, obviously that's not going to be practical. So I talked about a couple ways that we go about using different types of modifiers in different environments in order to create soft or hard light depending on whatever the situation is that we're looking for. The first thing that I had mentioned in my article, the first modifier, was actually just plain old walls, guys. These are available almost anywhere you go, especially if you're indoors. But if you're outdoors, I'm always looking for either skin tone or white colored walls that I can use to bounce my lights off of. One way that I like to do this to get some very, very beautiful light is I'll position my subject close to the wall with their face pointing toward it and put a light directly behind them, and then on the other side, the light is going to actually be pointing directly at the wall. If you point their face toward the wall and you fire that strobe, you're going to get really, really beautiful light right on the short side of the subject's face. A lot of times they have no idea what you're doing. They don't understand why the wall is behind them. But if you do this correctly, it'll come out really, really beautiful. Just make sure that you guys are not able to see the actual physical side of the wall, because if you do that, you're gonna have a hot spot and the eye is going to be drawn right to that. So try to find a way where you can position your camera right to the side, right on down the line of the wall, should I say, in order to avoid the hot spots on the wall. Then we talked about good old soft boxes and umbrellas. These are very, very easy to bring with you on shoots. The key here is that you want to make sure you find something that is either small enough and light enough to carry or will collapse down. So personally, when I'm using our pro photo equipment, I really like using the 2-foot Octabox. I think it's a very, very easy softbox to carry around. It doesn't fold down, but I found that it's not too hard to just carry. It's really lightweight and really easy to just grab. The other one that I like for our speed lights is the Westcott Rapid Box, and this particular softbox does fold down. It's very easy to set up. You can actually use the dual Rapid Box, where you can actually put 2 speed lights in it when you're out on location, which helps a lot to help overpower the sun if you don't have things like ProPhoto B1s, ProPhoto B2s. The other tool that I carry with me often on location is going to be a 5-in-1 reflector. This is such a traditional modifier, but you can use it in so many different ways. If I'm by myself, I'm typically handing it over to my clients. I'm letting them hold it underneath their chin to give us some really, really nice fill. This will give you a beautiful headshot. Or if I have an assistant, one thing that I love to do is use the translucent side of it and let the sun shine directly through it. It creates a gorgeous light, perfect color, and it'll give you beautiful skin tones on your subject as well. Last thing I want to just talk about real quick are flash gels. Now, I've talked about flash gels in previous articles. If you look at the lighting edition from last year, I actually talked about creative color balance, which I'll get to in a second. But the point here, guys, is even when you're outside on location, you have to make sure that you're managing the color of your flash. If you're outside, typically 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, the color of your flash is 5200 Kelvin, but the color outside is going to be a lot warmer than that. So I definitely recommend using flash gel, using a half or a quarter CTO gel, depending on what time of day. Later in the day, you're going to be using a darker shade of the gel, and earlier in the day, you're probably going to be using that quarter gel. And that'll help you manage the color of the sun quite a bit better than just using the bare flash. A lot of times, if you're out on location and you're using flash and the photo just doesn't look right to your eye, oftentimes your ambient color and your flash are not the same, and that is what's causing that disconnect between your brain and your eye. Last thing, when we're talking about, again, creative color gels, you can actually break the rules here a little bit. You don't have to match the color of the ambient light when you're using gels creatively. I have a technique, I refer to it as color shifting, where you're using CTO gels to turn the ambient light blue. For more information on that, check out my article from last year in the lighting edition on creative color balance. Wrote a whole article on that, and there's a lot of great information. So guys, I'm really excited about next month's topic. I'm not going to reveal to you exactly what it is, but I think you guys are really going to like it, and I can't wait to share it with you. Check me out next time, and I can't wait to see you guys in next edition of Shutter Magazine.